2 videos in one day. It's a banner day, or I had nothing better to do, one of the two. And I seeing myself in frame here, I really should invest in a tripod or grow longer arms. Those are my 2 options. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day here in Southern Ontario, and I just wanted to touch on a few things. I'm dancing right on the edge of 200 pounds. So I'm excited about that. To get down to Wonderland would be wonderful, but I'll take my time, and when it happens, and you'll be the first to know, trust me. I did post a video today, and oh, here comes my cat, one of my cats. I did post a video today with some old footage of me, mostly naked. So if you want to see that, fine. If you don't, that's absolutely cool too. I did get, I'm really passionate about making sure you have like some sort of medic alert bracelet or something post-surgery, because God help if you were in an accident and they couldn't have access to your information. And I do have one that I put on in the hospital, and it hasn't been off my arm since. But on bariatric TV, one of the ladies there spoke about something called Road ID. And so I ordered a couple. There's one that comes on one of those ball chains, and it's like a dog tag. It's really quite pretty. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's got an inscription on it. And on one side with your information, and mine says my name, my blood type, gastric RNY, no blind NG tube, my husband's name and contact number. And then you have an option, if you end up in the hospital, they can either go to the computer or just dial a 1-800 number, and a computer voice tells them your entire medical history, and you can you go online. It costs $10 a year, and you go online and you enter in anything that might apply in the hospital. So your blood type, no sugar, no NSAIDs, all of that stuff is actually right there for them. If you've had any prior surgeries, have you had any heart issues, anything you can think of, you can put on there. Cholesterol, medications that you're on, and all the people at the hospital have to do is put in your serial number and your PIN number, and they can have access to everything. Your doctor, your surgeons, everything, just in case. And I really like that idea, so I got that. And not only do you get that information, your basic information on one side, you can have something encrypted on the other side. And let's see if you can, oh, it'll probably be backwards too, won't it? Anyway, it says, it's a quote by George Eliot, and it says, it's never too late to be what you might have been. And when I saw that, I thought, bing, 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 that's perfect for me. That's exactly the feeling that I have. It's not too late. I'm 45 years old, for Pete's sakes. It's not too late. I can do anything that I want to do. I can be anything that I want to be. And that's what I'm setting about doing. I also ordered this one. It's from the same Road ID company. It's a reflective. It's supposed to be for your ankle, but I hated the way it looked on my ankle, so I wear it on my wrist. And it's got the same phone number to call, the whole 9 yards. And you can throw this in the washing machine and it's fine, because it's a little grotty right now. But I don't wear them obviously all at the same time. If I'm going out exercising, I'll wear the wristlet. If for something a little dressier, I'll wear this because it's really quite pretty on. And I just want to be covered. If anything, I can't put my head back like that. If anything were to happen to me, I just want to be covered. I want somebody to be able to get a hold of my information. Toot sweet. So it's Road ID, www.myroadid.com. for anyone interested. Yeah, and again, it's about $10 a year to upkeep the file. So, not too much for your health, I don't think. And I also did an update on, remember ages back, it was in February I did the first one, where I drew my outline on the wall. Well, I updated it. I just did it this morning so you can see the difference. It is quite a difference. And I'll insert it here now. Okay, I've had a request for this. This is what I did. I started at the top. It says February 18th, so this was pre-surgery. And I had Dave outline me, and I just had Bridget do it for me again. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the difference, okay? Okay, so the inside line is where I am now. I'm sorry for the smears. We tried to clean the wall and the spray iron actually ran the marker, so, but that's where I am. That's where I was, and that's where I am. So how's that for concrete proof? From the hips, it's gotta be 4 inches on each side. And the arms, big difference in the arms too. So there's that. Yeah, so talk about an eye-opener. Here, there's a definite perspective for me on how small I have gotten and the changes that have happened to my body. Just in the outline, there has to be a 5-inch difference on each side of my waist and my hips, and 3-inch difference on my arms. And that's just flat against a wall. I really should have done one flat against the wall and then a profile shot, because I think that would have been even more a dramatic change, because I was wide. I was just, oh my God. Yeah, and not so much anymore. Thank you. So everything has been going really well. With the diet and everything. I'm doing my protein shakes, and I am getting some exercise in, and we went into a friend's house last weekend and helped her put a fence up. And while I didn't do a lot of the heavy labor, the men mostly did that, what I did was a lot of running around, watching kids running and getting like beer and beverages and things like that for everybody else. And I did it effortlessly. Absolutely. The house is kind of on a hill, and the fence is down in the bottom of this gully. And I climbed that hill, it must have been 50 times. No problem. No problem. And I was very excited by that. I was just kind of reveling in my body, if you know what I mean. I saw the hill and I just went up it, and the first time I went, holy crap, that was nothing. I totally did that. And then I went down and I did it again, just for good measure. So that was very exciting. And everything is going really well that way. I was in the local newspaper. They did a whole page article on what I thought was to be on the bariatric clinic that I deal with. And it turned out to be mostly about me, and it was my before and after pictures and things like that. That was very exciting. And yeah, things are just going well. I am down 240 or so pounds in about, let's see, my highest weight I was 441, and that was last September. So in 2 years, between me losing some weight pre-surgery and then the surgery itself, I've lost 240 pounds. So that's works out to about 10 pounds a month. That ain't bad. I know some people lose faster, some people lose slower, but that's just right for me. And so I'm just pleased all around. I'm asking trying to get some more viewers, so please feel free to pass this link on to anybody. If you want to give me a shout out on your page, that would be fantastic. I'm trying to get more viewership. I'm getting close to getting that YouTube partnership, and that's great. I will also be making a more concerted effort to do more videos, because while not a lot of stuff is going on changing in my life, there are things that happen and you might find them interesting, or you might have come across them. For example, there's a fellow there called, a new fellow on called Gino Kid, and he's just a new guy on YouTube, and was talking about how he got dissed by some people. They were serving him coffee. They were the employees, and they totally dissed him and turned their back. They served him. He asked them a question, and they turned them around and walked away from him like he wasn't even there. So I have to admit that since the surgery, I do make a concerted effort to, when I come across large people, to look them right in the eye, because I realized that nobody did that to me, and I didn't like that. I was like I was invisible. So, for example, at my local Tim Hortons, there's a girl there who is at least as big as I am, and she works there. And every time that she serves me, I make a concerted effort to look her in the eye. And she doesn't really even look up at me, truth be told. She kind of keeps her eyes down and doesn't make eye contact, to the point that I kind of go, hello, hello, yeah, me, hi, yeah, no, you're doing a great job, thanks so much. Can I have a couple extra packs of sweetener? Thank you very much. And she kind of looks at me funny, like I'm weird. Well, I am weird, but I don't know. I don't know if that matters to her. I don't know if it makes her uncomfortable, but now when I encounter large people, I really try to make that eye contact and make that bond, tell them what a great job that they're doing, etc., etc. Because I know they don't get that a lot during the day. I know they don't. So if I can send them home going, well, today was a good day, that works for me. Every little bit helps, I think, to reverse the prejudice that is associated with obesity, especially in the super obese, which I was. So I guess that's it, folks. Thank you very much for your time, and I really appreciate everybody asking me to do the videos, and I will do them at least once a week from now on. Okay, so everybody, you out there, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Mwah.